You're watching the 2015 NMAA Football Seeding and Selection Show. I'm Adam Deal and joined by Manny Lucero. Glad you could be here. NMOTSC.com. All the best scores, all the best action in high school sports. You can go there and check it out. Manny also does great play-by-play for ProView Networks. Hey, you can follow us on Twitter. We want to know where you're watching the Seeding and Selection Show at ProView TV. Give us a follow. Give us a mention. Hope you're having fun tonight. Hope you're in the tournament. Hope you like where you're at. And so let's move forward and let's get to the 4A bracket. We just released the 3A bracket. We remind you after this, we'll recap everything and give our predictions as this show continues. But first, let's get to the 4A bracket. I know everyone's waiting. So the top of it is, it's the Portales Rams, and I don't think that's any shock to anybody. 10-0 on the season, District 4 champs. They went 4-0 in district play, the Rams. The last time the Rams have been in this position, they were in 2008. Manny, this is a quick history. I was actually doing color broadcasting with Doc Elder in their state championship against Lovington.
Wow.
It's been a while, right? So they'll take on the winner of the 8-9 matchup. Yes, St. Mike's does get a home game. They'll take on Silver. As Bloomfield, they will be the 5 seed hosting Taos. Bloomfield finishes District 1 champs this year. And then Robertson, there they are. They're the number 4 overall seed. Congratulations to Robertson, District 2 winners. That's the top half as now we look at the bottom half. And Cobre gets the number 3 overall seed. So Cobre will have a bye and they'll play the winner of Ruidoso and Hot Springs. Ruidoso will host Hot Springs in that 6-11 matchup. Hatch Valley's the 2 overall seed, as they'll get either Hope Christian or New Mexico Military Institute. Hatch Valley is District 3 champs, by the way, with that bye. So what do you think? Let's look at the bottom. You tell me what you think there, Manny.
Well, the interesting thing, first I want to mention, if you look at that district with Portales, all 5 of their teams got in. So when you only have 12 teams total, there's only 7 from the rest of the other 4 districts that got in there. So that says a lot. NIMI did finish dead last in that district with a 7-3 record. So overall, I mean, that
very tough district, wasn't it?
That tough district. By the way, I did want to send a shout out real quick to the Taos people are watching us live, as yes, are the Cobre people. They text me, said where they're watching. They send us scores every week, so they text me. But back to this, the dark horse down here in this particular bracket, I'm going to go out on a limb and say number 7, Hope Christian. I think that they're a team that I think. People don't really, they think of Hope Christian, they think of basketball, but I'm telling you right now that Hope Christian team, the way they've been playing as of late, don't be surprised. And Cobre and Hatch, that's going to be if they get there, an interesting matchup. Last week, Hatch edged them out 19-14, so they edged them out. So that's going to be an interesting matchup if they meet again.
Let's look at the top half again of the 4A bracket, and there's no secret, like we mentioned. Portales is the 1 seed. What do you think about that first round matchup, the 8-9 seed, St. Mike's and Silver?
I think Silver is a very dangerous team. I'm going to tell you that I did a little analysis, and if you look at, and it kind of matches Max Preps as well, but Silver had one of the strongest schedules in 4A, if not the strongest schedule in 4A, followed by Ruidoso. So St. Mike's, for whatever reason, I seen them play some really good football, and then I see them lose to teams they typically handle. So that's going to be an extremely interesting matchup. Of course, no doubt, Portales deserves the number 1 seed. But in this bottom bracket, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go out on a limb. Robertson lost the first 2 games. And
you're already doing projections, man.
Well, I'm just saying, Robertson lost the first 2 games, and they're on an 8-0 streak.
They've been on fire, haven't they?
And the last 5 games, nobody's scored on them. So their defense, that's not the same team that has those 2 losses. A lot of different personnel, so it's going to be interesting.
Maybe safe to say that maybe not the team potentially that Bloomfield or Taos want to see in the next round, Robertson, because you're right, they are on fire right now.
And Robertson played Taos last week, and Taos had a really hard-fought game, and Robertson was still able to come out victorious 25-0. So it was a very but I'm going to tell you, Taos will be ready. They've already played them. So I actually like Taos's chances in that particular game. I know we're not doing predictions now, but don't be surprised if you see a 12-4 matchup in that next week.
All right, well, listen, let's look at the bottom one more time real quick if we get a chance here. back to the bottom of the bracket yet. So, okay, Cobre, they'll get the winner of Rio dos Hot Springs, and then Hatch Valley, the winner of Hope Christian, who will host NIMI in the metro area. Okay, so Manny, like you said, we're going to have you on a little bit later, and we're going to get to our predictions and all of our thoughts about the brackets. We're going to step aside here. Coming up next, it's the 5A bracket, so keep it right here. It's the 2015 NMAA Football Seating and Selection Show, brought to you by Hotel Cascada.